Okay, it better work again, because if it isn't, I'm gonna be really mad. Gonna wait for more people to get back in here. I swear to God. I don't know what happened. I've never had that happen before where the stream just crashes on its own. If it happens again, I think that'll be it. That was really bogus. I didn't like that. You don't interrupt me during a story. I'm gonna get really peeved. Alright. So let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, so the guy who I made the joke to the other day, the Chris Hansen joke, he went to go get water, and this was a very common joke to be thrown around, which is making up obvious bullshit while they're away. Hello, Shanice, welcome. Welcome. I was just talking about the hypocrisy of some people in the VA community who are very offended. So, hello, welcome back, everybody. To pretty much, quickly retell the story so it's in more context, Shanice. I told a very bad joke that everybody laughed at, and, in the server, and everyone had to laugh, especially one person. I don't know what happened, Shanice. The stream just decided to crash. It hates me. But I told a Chris Hansen joke. Everyone laughed because it was the butt end of one of the voice actors. He took it as a joke. It was all fine. The next day, we're all on. The person I made the joke about was in there. This person who I'll call Bill was in there. And there's two other people, and we're all talking. The person I made the joke to beforehand, we'll call him David. David went up to go get a glass of water, and it was always the joke of the server that whenever somebody leaves, you just make ludicrous fake bullshit about them behind their back, and they'll just not know what we said about them. And I said, I heard this David guy, he's got like kids in his basement. And they just cracked up and they were wheezing, and he came back, he's like, what the fuck did you say about me, Nightly, you son of a bitch? I said, nothing, babe. And and we're all laughing and whatever. I say a few jokes here and there, but then this Bill character, he gets up and leaves. And he comes back. I didn't even know he came back, because everyone was taking their turns of what is being said. And I said, I heard his favorite comedian is Bill Cosby, even after the allegations. He got really mad, and he just went silent for a moment, and he bailed. He got mad. And I was like, whoa. And everyone's like, yeah, that was really uncool, Nightly. You should apologize to him. I'm like, apologize for fucking what? It was a joke. And they're like, yeah, but like he took it really seriously. I'm like, wait a minute. You want me to apologize? And they're like, yeah. And I said, I'm not gonna do that. And they're like, oh, well, okay. And then I left because I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to sit around feeling awkward because a joke apparently went too far. I'm going to go and get myself a pizza. None of you can have any. I was like, whatever. And I went to bed and I slept like a baby. I woke up to a text by the owner of the server, who's also a VA. He's like, hey. So, I heard that there was something that happened last night in the VC. Is it true what you said to Bill? And I said, what exactly is true? How about you tell me what happened so I can tell you what, if it's true or not. And he pretty much gave me the rundown of what I said. I said, yeah, I said exactly that. He's like, I'm actually surprised you owned up to it. I'm like, what's that supposed to mean? He said nothing at all. Just, you know, you're pretty cut and dry with it. And I said, yeah, because it was a fucking joke. He's like, yeah, well, you should apologize to Bill because he didn't really take it as a joke. I'm like, I'm sorry. Is this the same guy who laughed at me calling a guy a pedophile twice in under 48 hours? And yet he can't take, not even, I didn't say that he supported rape. I just said he liked the comedy of Bill Cosby. How fucking fragile do you gotta be? And he's like, dude, I don't see what's such a big deal. You should just apologize and get it over with. I mean, don't you think that would be like the bigger man to, wouldn't that be a bigger man does, is just apologize and move on? And I said immediately, fuck you, dude. Because I think being a man is taking a joke when it's obviously a joke. And being a man is owning up to what you did, but actually standing by what you said. That's what I think a man does. And he's like, well, fine. I guess be that way then. I said, you know what, you want me to apologize? I'll apologize. And so I did the pettiest shit ever. I had to add the douchebag as a friend. I'm surprised that he did add me back. Probably because he was expecting an apology. Like, I know he tattled. He totally tattled. Like, this man just made a joke toward me. And he actually does sound like that, by the way. I don't mean to make fun of anybody's voice usually, but the guy sounds like this, but he still tries to play as a daddy role player. I'm like, all right, man. You try to do that hustle, I guess. But I started my apology with him, and I said, I'm sorry that you're so fucking sensitive. Have a great day. And then I don't know if he tattled again, but like less than a minute later, the owner said, yeah, I'm gonna have to suspend you for about a month. And I said, go for it. I don't fucking care. And I didn't, because I never talked in the server anyway. And when I did, I wasn't really acknowledged. I'm not like a notice me kind of person. But like, if I'm trying to like start a conversation, or at least add legitimate like discussion into a conversation, and I'm completely brushed off, kind of makes you a little bitter. Like, okay, fuck me, right? So I was not in that server for about a month, but well, I was muted. And after 2 months, because I didn't even bother to talk after that anyway, I joined the voice chat, and there is about 11 people in there. I think they're doing another voice acting practice. I joined in. I said, yo, what up, guys? Pretty much in that voice. And Bill, he was just like, leave, you fucker, leave. And I'm like, okay, pusscake, bye. And I just left. I immediately joined a different server, and I was like, yo, what up? And they're like, hey, fag. I'm like, this is the place I want to be at. Just call me any name. I won't care. Because Jesus Christ, I get it. People get offended. And you shouldn't say some things. I'm aware of that. But I said absolutely nothing that could truly offend that guy. That that poor, frail, raspy, lesbian-sounding white guy. I'm surprised I offended. That's my story about offending people. and then I left that server like maybe month 3 after that, because I'm like, you know what? I want to do a server cleanse. Or I mean, Discord cleansing. I'm like, I don't even partake in here, and I just bailed. But immediately people were starting to like add me as a friend. I'm like, ah, oh, Jesus Christ. What do you want? I don't know how I feel yet about these engravings. I don't even know if they're necessary anymore, or if, like, if I'm doing this in vain. And that's why we need a Telegram link just for us. We amazing and lovely people. I don't trust Telegram, I'm sorry. Telegram scares me. Every time I hear about Telegram, it's something sussy baka. Oh, yeah, Discord. You know what? There is a fan Discord. And I'll just link it in the chat here, and it'll expire in maybe however long that it'll allow me to have it for. I'll have it go for 30 minutes. Generate new link. Copy. Well, it's okay if you don't join it. It's not a requirement. You'll get warm welcomes from certain people in there. Everyone bullies me, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, as a voice actor, I hate voice actors. I'll say the community is dog shit. I think just a lot of art communities are bullshit in general. As in, like, everybody thinks that they know best. Everyone thinks that their word is important. Newsflash, you're not important. Not saying you guys. I'm talking about these hypothetical, actually existing people. Hey guys, I'm new to this channel. I just want to say that I really love your Incubus and Android series, and I'm sorry what happened to you. Hi Jeans, welcome. Don't be sorry. It is what it is. I laugh at it. I know I haven't been laughing, really, during this storytelling. I know I'm pretty monotoned or serious sounding, but I'm really a goofball. I do not care. But yes, thank you for supporting. Just by watching, or listening, that's all I can ask for. I think I'm just gonna, like, off stream, I'm gonna redo these runes and kind of look up a engraving reference and maybe a tutorial. Because I'm not too quite happy with them. Gonna merge these two together so I know. Just gonna type it as rune. There we go. Every community where competition is more important than the art itself, art, sport, whatever, it sucks. I agree completely. it's not even about competition with VAs. It's just that they think that they know what's best, even though they clearly don't have anything to show for it. Like, there's some people who have those opinions that might have like an actual gig as a voice actor in like studios and shit, which, you know what, fine, fair enough, but still, like, your advice doesn't work for everybody, kind of deal. Um, I'm gonna add kind of a paint texture to this pot. Actually, no. Let's see how spray paint looks. That's what. That's literally the texture of what a cauldron has. It's like cast iron. I dig it. So we're just gonna go along and lightly brush it with this subtle grain. Some people just want clout and that's all they care about. Popularity and is basically their goal. 100%. That's right on the nose. I use my own voice from my phone. I don't really claim to be the best. I don't really do a lot of voice acting compared to a lot of other things I do. Just wondering, was the Incubus series ending intended to an open ending? Because I listened to it a few nights ago and was like, I'm not sure I'm supposed to be happy or cry about the ending. Well, Jasmine, you're already silly. Of course your voice acting would be silly. Teehee. To answer your question, Jeans, yes and no. There are so many endings I wrote on notebooks of how I wanted it to end. And, really, when the last lines are, "Little one?" I forgot how to do the Incubus voice. I don't know. Are you dreaming? Does he come to you in dreams? Was he resurrected as perhaps a more immortal being? Am I bullshitting you? I don't know. You tell me. I'm not saying diddly squat. I'll be delulu. I like that term. Is that like slang for delusional? Because I'll start using that for now on. You're delulu. Who just wants to give this man a bunch of kisses and hugs? If you touch me, I'll scream. My God, Nightly, stop! You're giving me so much. Stop it. Anyway, I think in the meantime, during all of this, it would be a perfect time to try to think of ways to properly cancel me. Get me blacklisted. Oopsie. I didn't mean to do that. Let's add a little right here. Oh, that's too small. Right here. Kind of looks bad, but whatever. I don't give a hoot for now. Which scream? Scream of horror, scream in orgasm. I'll just scream like a bird. I just saw some emojis to send. Hi, love. Welcome, welcome. Trying something that people love, but not safe for work version. That just sounds like what I do every day. Not the bird person. I hate Rick and Morty. I hate Rick and Morty so much. It was the beginning of the end. Ooh, that does not look good. That clashes with the grain. Oh no. Gotta go with a black. Do it lightly like that. Jazz, as the artist, is probably like, Nightly is such an amateur, he doesn't know how to shade properly. Such a wiener, butthole, vagina pooper. That's what she called me once, and I cried. I cried so hard, and I thought that was really mean. Can't believe you would say something like that to me. Then she kicked me in the balls. Speaking about audios, I should have one in a couple of days. It was commissioned, and, you know, full thing will be on Pornhub. Do I like that crack? There's a lot of cracks that I like, but that crack that I just drew I don't necessarily appreciate. I think the inside of a crack wouldn't have the same grain tone. It would be more slick. Just a oh, what the fuck happened there? It would just be a solid color. Which crack is my favorite? Cracker Barrel. I've never had Cracker Barrel. Let's formulate. For what reason would you cancel someone? Well, the first thing that comes to mind always is pedophilia. Like, I don't think anyone should just kind of tap their chin and go, let's let that one slide. Like, I don't know, James Charles when he grooms 15-year-olds and has them fuck his weirdly juicy boy butt. It's really weird. So I think that's a proper cancellation. That should be super effective, but for some reason it's not. But then if someone tells a discolored joke in the 90s or early 2000s, then suddenly they're a bad person for life. Who agrees to give this man head pats? Don't. I have a headache. I don't know what Love said, but Love, you better drink some water. I'll get really... I'm gonna drink water right now. You're gonna hear me glug. Glug, glug. What else are all of you degenerates saying? Oh, wait. Mina, are you new here? If so, welcome. Minna, sorry. Let's see. I don't want to take any painkillers right now. I should, honestly, because I just had an epidural shot, so that'd probably be good for my back more than my headache. Well, actually, a headache is supposed to be a side effect to a shot like that, so It is what it is. It's always water, I swear to God. I'll only ever drink water. I've had soda a couple of times and I just feel horrible, like, morally. I just want to be healthier, and sometimes I'll cave like, oh, look at that, there's a Diet Coke. Okay, hello, Shanice. Nina, you trickster. I saw the profile picture and that's why I got really confused. I remember I used to feel bad for James Charles because of the whole Taddy and Jeffree Star feud, but after all the evidence, I was like, never mind. You know what? Just the whole. I'm not too familiar with the makeup scene. I think as a guy, that might be obvious, but. Well, as a guy like me, it should be obvious, because. You know, James Charles, but. Yeah. It all seemed pretty icky to me. James Charles at this point, no one likes him? Are you sure? I thought you just got out of all that unscathed. Because he just kind of didn't give a shit. He was like, hi sisters, I'm coming after your little brother. Who wants a James Charles audio? Right now, the most interesting thing to me is your face. Maybe some people saw you, but I didn't. Are you saying that you want to know what I look like? Is that what you mean? Because I kind of look like a burly idiot. I have a headache, drink water. Use your phone too much, drink water. Animate too much, drink water. Hospitalized, drink water. Hotel, Travaka. Shut the fuck up. To the people that actually saw Nightly, I'm pretty jealous I didn't get to experience seeing this man's beautiful face. Then how do you know it's beautiful, you stinky finger? Huh? What else? What else would be on the criteria? We already covered grooming kids. How about just murder, huh? Oh, what the hell? There we go. The hell do you mean, do I know it's beautiful? It's beautiful if I say it is because it is. Worst compliment ever. Mina, you... you called me ugly. I'm not ugly. My grandma said I look okay. Let's see. I'm not quite sure what I want to do next. Well, I don't know what color. I want there to be an aura in the pot. So, what color should the aura be? Green seems a little overused. I'll try pink, and then I'm gonna try this color. It's kind of like a greenish blue. Alright, where's pink? This isn't gonna be like the official thing for it. I just want to see like the color contrast, how that'll look. What if we do both? Kind of like that. I don't know. The pink does make it look more potion. She is brewing over here. I don't want it to be yellow. I don't... Someone said purple. Hoppy, my favorite color is purple, but I've put so much purple in my cartoons and drawings over the past few years that I'm kind of getting tired of using purple over and over. It's a good suggestion though, but it's just a color that I kind of want to branch out from, because it's usually a color that I always go back to every now and then. And actually, I don't have to. I could just do this. Just change the hue. Yellow looks interesting, but because it's going to be a not safe for work animation, I don't want her to be making a piss pot. I'll leave it at this hot pink, I believe that would be for now. Just for now, though. And I'll do it later, but I might add another glow effect like that, but over the pot. More specifically, like right here, to maybe replicate, maybe there's a fire underneath. And it's a very old way that I used to make fire that's like off camera, is I'll just lower the power of an eraser and just erase it like that. Then have the old frame back, then have the power weaker, and just with various amounts of erasing, I'll have it on loop, and it'll kind of have this glow effect, and it would be set to random, like fire's random, but yeah, just an off-camera flame. What did I miss? Make it rainbow? No. I didn't get an answer to my question. Did anyone see your... Yeah, I used to have a public community post of like a face reveal when I was at like 10,000 subscribers at the time. I just didn't want it there anymore. The closest that people can see my face now is either in the fan Discord, 100%, but if you go to my Pornhub, you'll see like the bottom half of my face. But for the most part, I want to keep myself anonymous from now on, because I don't want to ruin the fantasy of what people think I look like. Like, I'm very comfortable with what I look like. I don't care if people in general just know what I look like, but I don't want people to constantly see my face if I'm going to play a role of a character, if that makes sense. Like, they're gonna see the same face, same beard every time when I play any character, whether it's a wizard or it's gonna be a hunter, a cop, an incubus even. They can have the imagination of what this character looks like, but I'm afraid that their mind is always going to fall back to what I actually look like. How did we miss it? What do you mean? Oh, I don't care if people are judgmental, because people have got their opinions. Oh my god, I did upload a video of me. It wasn't me snoring. It was just sleeping through 20,000. It was honestly just a still image, and I put an effect of like a video camera grain, and it just looked like I was sleeping. But it was just me with my hat covering like half my face. I'm getting deja vu with the Dream face reveal. I don't know why people are calling him ugly. I don't like Dream, but I can say he looks like a good-looking man. I'm sure that like 99% of the people saying that are just to make him feel bad. Which I wouldn't really mind. He seems like a shitty person. I should know, because me, as well, am a shitty person. I'm also camera shy, and that's why I don't like showing my face when it comes to my stuff. It's completely fine. There are countless people online who are anonymous with their artwork. I feel so bad for Dream. Imagine the whole world calling you ugly after being anonymous for so long. Yeah, I agree. I think it was for the best that he kept himself anonymous. I understand that he did it, I'm pretty sure, because he wanted to do more in real life stuff with his friends, and I think just remaining anonymous that way would have been more taxing and just very impractical. And so what better way to kind of want to step away from just one singular type of content and do it at your milestone, so then you can proceed to do other things with your friends. I agree, it was a forced face reveal. It was totally it was a forced face reveal, but I think it was necessary for him. Like, he thought it was very necessary if he wanted to continue with content that he wanted to make with his friends. And I very much think that it's unfair that people were calling him ugly for doing something that, I won't call it brave. Brave is such an overused, stupid word. You're like, oh, you're so brave. No, you're not. It was your choice. You didn't have to do it. But definitely blown out of proportion by people who just don't like Dream in general. This is why Corpse never showed his face. He did. I think he even admitted that. He said, after that Dream shit, no thanks, I'm not gonna do that. I don't like Corpse either. You know what people waited? Wait, you know what people wanted? They wanted to see Supermodel before Dream face reveal, but they saw a normal looking person. They just... I don't get it. Yeah, I'm your imaginary friend, Sam, don't worry. I'm at Foster's home. Fucking Frankie, as usual. But love. I wouldn't even call him normal looking. I think with a lot of people who have extremely high expectations for people, yeah, he looks normal. But at least in my standards of a person, like, As a guy, I can call him handsome. I genuinely believe he's handsome. But I don't know. And that's coming from someone who doesn't even like Dream. I can say that James Charles, I think, in some aspects, is an attractive person. He's an attractive femboy, and that's coming from a straight white man who doesn't like James Charles either for his controversies. People, if anything, they're ugly on the inside. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to... Hello, Forrest. Welcome. I wanted to add more color to the pot. More of, do I want to say wear and tear? Like maybe a bit of brown. I saw him just a few times, so I can't call him handsome or ugly. Yeah, it's fair. But, you know, attractiveness to somebody is subjective anyway. People have their own reasons for why someone can be fugly or haughty. Nightly, what is your most embarrassing experience in public? I went to a live show for Gabriel Iglesias at the time. He was in my town. And I went to a theater where he was staying. Or, I mean, where he was... what the fuck is going on here? Why is that happening? My mom and I decided to go see him with a couple of friends at the time. We had food at a bar, which, by the way, anytime I have bar food, immediate diarrhea. It doesn't matter the place. For some reason, if you are just a localized bar, I am going to have the shits immediately. What the fuck happened? I'm having trouble. There's so many layers. But I was having diarrhea. Or was about to. So I ran immediately to the bathroom. It was crowded with guys. And there was one stall left, and it was between two guys, and they're just shitting and brapping. And I was trying so hard not to laugh. Liquid diarrhea was coming out of my butt in exchange for me holding back my laughter. And I was taking so long, and I was just starting to... I was starting to wheeze and giggle, and I hear the guy go, "Shut up," in the other stall. And I was just giggling. But then immediately, I heard the door bash open. I hear my name from my mom saying, "Are you okay in there?" And I was just like, "Yeah, Ma." I think anything that's embarrassing in the bathroom should be like top 10 of worst times in public. Oh, wait a minute. Pretty Man, what is the worst comment on one of your videos you've ever received? I've had a handful. I think one that hurt was actually in one of my animations. I went to a Rule 34 site where somebody uploaded my cartoon. And because Rule 34 is anonymous people who can comment, somebody said, "Wow, this guy really wasted his potential." And people agreed with that comment. And that kind of hurt. Because I'm thinking, how is it wasted? I'm doing what makes me happy. But with audios, I don't really know. I'm very grateful that a lot of my audios are very supported. It's not the reaction I got, or that I thought I'd get when trying audios, let alone Not Safe for Work. Because at the time I was just a virgin loser. The animation took forever, and they just said that. Yeah, it was the Clue animation that took a little over 3 years. Yeah, a lot of people they don't. I a lot of people would find this to be immature to say, but it's a genuine like, you know, go for it kind of reaction, and I just wanted to say to them, do better. It's not as like a comeback like, okay, if you think you can do better, then let's see what you got, pussy. No, I'm saying it as a genuine, if you think you can do better, go ahead and show me. I genuinely love to see it and why you have such a high opinion. Like, it's like people who judge people singing to me, like, okay, like we can agree when people have really shitty voices and whatever, but if there's someone who I think is pretty decent, um they will have like some not singing buffoon say, "Oh my god, you're so terrible. Stop singing. You're shit." Like, I don't think that's quite fair. To me, that's like, I don't know, being a judge for food, but you don't like a lot of shit in food, you know? Like, if you're a picky eater, you're gonna think that everything that you don't like is shit. So I guess a better analogy would be like a jazz singer judging rap music would say that rap is shitty, or vice versa, because it's just not in their interests. That animation was great, man. Thank you, I appreciate it. Like, just improve yourself instead of hating others. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. What do you think of Kanye West's new style? I don't even know what his old style is, love. Actually, that's not even style, but anyway. Um, I only know about his I only know one song of Kanye West, and that's "No One Man Should Have All That Power." That's the only song I know, and that was a pretty cool song, I suppose. My art style is a struggle to animate, mostly because I have too many tiny details on some characters. Well, when it comes to illustrating and animation are two completely different styles of art, but they are related. And when it comes to illustrations, you can add as much detail as you want into a piece. But when it comes to animation, you can still have that character, but you have to make exceptions about how much detail is really necessary in the animation. Because if you're going to animate a character who is more simplified from the illustration, let's say that animation takes like a month to make, but you make that same exact animation with all the detail from the illustration, I guarantee you that it'll take a year, even though it's the same animation just with a little more detail. It all depends on how thorough you want to be with it. People are entitled to their opinions, but sometimes it's just the logic that's missing. They act like there isn't any room for improvement. I agree completely. His wife actually beautiful, but the way she dressed, I actually don't get it. I don't know. Wait, who's Kanye West's new wife? Backgrounds are hard for me too. Well, there's always something called practice. You can't just be good at it, like first thing in the morning, first hour of birth, I guess. Just practice, 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 and it's only a guarantee that with what you've learned, you can use that to improve. Respect to all the animators and artists. Every time I see their masterpiece, I'm like, you dropped this. That crown's too small. I gotta take a sip of water. I don't know if it's the proper term, cotton mouth. Like, my mouth is really dry. I don't think it's just for me talking so much, but I think that's just one of the shots. Jesus Christ. One of its side effects. Yeah, I know. I've been drawing for 15 years of my life. I'm 19 and still trying. Yeah. It also depends on, like, have you watched YouTube classes? Because a really good class that I'd recommend that's free on YouTube is something that I'm kind of stalling on telling right now because I'm currently going to my history to find one of their videos. If you look up Mark Brunette art tips and such. Oh, sorry, I don't like burping. He does amazing art. Like, he just focuses on everything that you can expect or want into improving your art. Angles, shading, color theory, anatomy, how to have, like, the basic human body, even as accurate as you want it to be, still kind of, like, simulate your art style. Just to, like, find your art style, I mean. I mostly take art criticisms to heart, even if they are harsh or mean. I just cry and keep going at a comfortable pace and believe that I can't... Uh-oh. Yeah, me too, Jazz. Just cry. Cry like a big baby, but then use those big baby tears to make better projects. But you have to admit, though, it does kind of give you a thicker skin. Like, oh, I've heard worse, and also I'm gonna keep doing my best anyway, whether people like it or not. I haven't had much to work on my art because of my work in school. Ironic, because I'm an art major. Oh, so you can't make art of your own for college. I've never actually been to college. I just don't think that I would be a good fit for college, and it wouldn't personally benefit me with what I want to do in life. But, like, when it comes to, like, art college, what do you... I don't know, like, are you assigned shit? I know that there's always, like, if at least in animation, you have, like, student thesis films that you have to complete at the end of the year. I'm not good at art, no matter how hard I try, so I'll just watch people and support artists and thrive. Well, Jeans, if you want, like, this is only if you want to. If you want to be better at art in your standards, you just have to keep practicing. A lot of people don't like hearing it. Like, everyone just wants to be better at a snap of a finger. Like, it'll just happen magically, but it's a slow and gradual process, and you gotta keep doing it to get better. And I'm allowed to submit my own... wait. Some people call me cringe for the things I edit because... And I'm just like, I've been called worse, come up with something new, and I'm allowed to submit my own work. It just depends on what I'm drawing and the assignment, like my art style. I see, okay. Okay, this has been kind of playing for a bit now. So now, I think maybe... I'm going to focus on her for a minute. And that's good. That's a good professor. professors and teachers alike, if they encourage you to do something you enjoy, that should be all you need. Okay, I focused on Clue here a bit because I didn't like the way that her arm in the original was like very close to her side. So I had to like protrude it out like how it is right now on this frame. Let's see. So it loops at this point, but in the original one, she looks over at the jar. Okay, that's the blink. Thanks for the advice. No problem, baby girl. There's a lot to do out there. Some people just think they're better than others because they don't put in the work and actually do something else they find easier instead of something that takes time. There's not much I can really say about what you say, Hoppy, because like you're really being thorough with what you're saying, and I agree with it. Not that others aren't thorough, but like all I can just say is hashtag this Hoppy is totally right. Cha. I act like a dad. I have a dad bod. I'll show him anything random I drew and he'll be like, that's amazing. Because what artists need more than anything is encouragement. Daddy material, shut up. And so understanding and sweet, shut up. All of you, shut up. Stop it. One drawing alone I did almost took me 3 hours, and it was just 3 characters. Well, time means nothing with art, alright? I don't think art really matters until it's finished. Just look at how long something took and understand, okay, this is like the average of how long things might take for me. But really all you need to focus on is, I guess, your commitment to a piece. I don't like the way her eyebrow is right here. I think it's got to be more... The fuck, where'd you go? There you go. Maybe about right there. And I don't care if like some of the lines on this are blurry, because if it isn't obvious, it's a sketch. I'll give her proper line art in the future. The hell is a tsundere? From what I know, it's from the cringy anime world where, like, I don't know, you have a jerk of a lady who's, like, an asshole and can't take compliments. That's what I get it. That's what I've gathered from it, which is true. I don't like, it's not that I don't like compliments, it's just, I feel like I don't deserve them, because I feel like I can be better. I strive to be better, and when someone says, oh, you're so good, to something that I'm personally not satisfied with, at least when it comes to art, then, yeah, I'm just like, no, But when it comes to people not complimenting, people who are just being nice, that's not art related, and I act that way, it's because I have nothing of value to say. I don't like accepting it. Like, oh, you're so good. I'll be like, if I say, oh, thank you, teehee. I don't know. I feel like I just don't. I don't deserve it. But that's just my own toxic mind. Well, person, if it's taking you that long for at least a sketch, I think that's just showing how thorough you are and how precise you might want to make your drawings. There's nothing wrong with how long you take, unless you're a whatchamacallit, your professor is all like, yo, you're on a time limit here. Then it's a different story. Someone who acts mean on the outside but is a softie on the inside. Shut up, Jeans. God. Why is Jeans gotta be so right? Ugh, I hate drawing eyes, or at least trying to make eye contact persistent or consistent. Whoopsie. It's totally lame. What, did I say tee-hee? Am I losing it? YND, when he receives a compliment, nuh-uh, us, the fuck you mean? Nuh-uh, gives him another. Yeah. It's weird because someone will be like, you're an asshole. I'll be like, yeah, I know. You need therapy so bad, why? Why don't you, like, be happy? I'm a softie. I'm not completely a softie. I'm hard in some places. He has become Delulu. Oh no. Anytime I hear about something that's delusional, I think of the worst person I know on YouTube, and his name is Cyrax or Chance Wilkins. He is a lolcow, like a Christian kind of deal. He screams, he's racist, he's raped people, he's like half a human being, he beats his grandma. And he's so delusional that he thinks that he's a professional racer, even though he doesn't have his driver's license. He thinks that he's the best video game maker in the world, even though he's never made a video game. He thinks he's the best artist and musician, but he just blatantly steals art. He thinks that he's a black belt, even though he's never attended a class. He thinks he knows, some rapper. I forgot who. Hello, Proctor. Hi, hi. Mwah. I said tee-hee 5 times in the stream. Better not be when I say tee-hee as a quote, like just that moment and now. All of you better not be gaslighting me. Because you know what happens if you gaslight me? I'll cry. And you don't want me to cry and never leave, never come back to the internet and do audios again. T-Y-T. Babe, would you still love me if I was a tapeworm? Not the tapeworm. If Nightly ever leaves, I'm done for and officially retiring from life. Oh no, you're threatening. Don't threaten your life ending over me leaving. Okay. Alright. And then these ones. God, it is so hard to keep track of all the frames and what's what on each individual frame. It's just... I don't know. Just trying to keep organized. It gets taxing a little bit. Okay, so it's every 6. I gotta keep track of the bookmarks there. Combine the pupils with the actual eyes themselves. Undo all of that so then the pupil frame can be deleted. And then copy and paste here, so then what all I worked on is now here. Let's see, that deserves a bookmark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I could just wait. There we go. You gotta keep track of when the loop ends and begins. That's why there's a bookmark on each one. Like every 6 or 7. I don't know. That's the same frame. And there we go. As an automatic, I've already seen it dozens of times. She's stirring, but now she blinks and looks at the jar. What did I miss? We will care for you even if you are a worm. Just let me live in your belly as a tapeworm. Just swallow a bunch of Barbie furniture and I think I might be happy. I wanted to be a VTuber that was a worm inside his stomach. I thought that was really funny. I was on Valentine's Day. A lovely VTuber I'm friends with named Church of Poe. She voiced in one of my tunes. She did a Valentine's dating show where some of the viewers can come in with their PNGs and try to woo her on like a speed date, and mine was just a tapeworm with a very toothy smile. Let's see. Mina's message was retracted. What are you, a coward? Oh wow, Jasmine, I didn't know that I was a content farm for you for drawing. People keep calling me baby girl. I want more Incubus content. I like your art on the Thief and the Incubus, by the way, it's really good. Yes, Jasmine's art is very good. It's kind of like dumb how good she is at art. Neko, how old am I? I'm 26. Also, welcome to the stream. Are there noises? What's going on? Is there noises on my end of the stream? Let me know. I'm trying to keep up with all the stuff, sorry. Not us making a Barbie house in our stomach for YND. Yes, please, let me couch surf in your stomach. I said I want to poop, then, like, I don't know. Babe, go ship. I'll hold your hand. Why a tapeworm? Because Well, it started in, of all people, Church of Poe's live stream, where it was at the time where the tapeworm, I mean, where the, babe, would you still love me if I turned into a worm meme started? But then I one-upped it by saying, babe, would you still love me if I was a tapeworm? And it just became like an ongoing joke, and I kind of just like embodied the tapeworm persona in some servers. I just think it's funny just being like a little white string. Not even like in a stomach, but just like a whole personality is put into a worm. He's only saying that to make me feel better. I appreciate it. Yeah, whatever, Jazz. Jeez. Well, I'm not gonna give you false reassurance, Mina, but maybe it's nothing. If you're still typing to us right now, I doubt that it's any sort of like immediate danger. Okay, and then with what else I wanted to do with her is I wanted her to be holding this book, but I'm not sure if this angle of the book is actually good. I just wanted to draw like an idea for the book, but um, I I don't know if it should be like kind of like that, you know. I know it's a really cruddy looking outline of a book, but I don't know if it should be kind of like facing her. YND is absolute softy. Have my cookie. What kind of cookie is it? It was a rat? Eat it. Um. Okay, because like with the angle that the book is at right now, it's, I don't know. That's not a very practical way to hold a book. Hmm. Oh, I've also been working on this horrible thing. Some people might know what it is. Um, some people might not. It is a complete reference to a very scary video called I Feel Fantastic from like 2009 of this like 9 foot tall animatronic lady who sings I Feel Fantastic, very AI horrific. And I thought, man, this scared the shit out of me as a kid. And so, what better way to face your fears than to make porn of it? So, hang on a sec, I gotta. It's safe for work, at least the part I'm gonna show. He just pops a big old boner. That's all I got so far before it gets lewd. It's honestly not really a way to face your fears. It's almost like I just wanted to make something that like if people see this and remember what it is, then they can at least be shocked by it. But other than that, it's pretty slow. I was working on it really quickly before I was working on Rouge the Bat from Sonic, and I was like, I'd rather work on that right now. And then I decided to work on this because it was in my sketchbook for who knows how long. So right now I think I kind of want to see where I can take, you know, drawing this book at certain angles. You can't watch horror movies? Well, sounds like somebody's a big baby. Big baby gonna cry? Well, giggle back at your brother. You have to, I don't know. You have to get even. I think this is just kind of how a book at this angle would be. Probably. No, it's not. What am I doing? Jazz, help me draw a book. And I won't credit you. Don't actually do that, Jazz. Because I know that you immediately got out your paint tool sign and was about to be like, okay, I'll sketch you a book real quick. Daddy, son. That was stupid. I don't know. I might have to just take a picture of myself holding a book at the way I want it and use that as a reference. Kind of being put on the spot during a live stream kind of blows, and not in like the sex way. Oh boy. What to do next? What to do next? I don't want to do our line art just yet because I like to have every sketched pose out, and this gets not safe for work real fast. So I'm not quite sure. All I really did this stream was spew diarrhea from the mouth and make a mediocre pot. Wait a second, why is that too... That feels too dark to me, hang on. Better not have fucked up, oops. Better not have fucked up here. Maybe a little bit I did. That's okay. I don't want that rust right here. Makes it look too dark. There we go. Let me read chat here for a moment. Hello, Luna. You got done finishing dishes? Were you all like, what are you doing, step bro? What do you mean by, like, being exposed? What are you talking about? I need my package to hurry up so I can finish my drawing. What package? Tell me right now. Tell me every little thing about you right this instant. Show me your diary. While being noticed all throughout school, I was the one person no one that cared about. Well, like, me too. Me too, bro. Horror movies alone is a no-no. I'll have nightmares, maybe watch it with friends. Watching scary movies with friends and family is always good. But, you know, it's the coward way out. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, I did notice you weren't here, Luna. Stop being so insecure. I hate horror movies too. I'm that big of a baby. I watched. It's not really a horror movie. It can be considered scary for its time, but it's very campy, and I just laughed the entire time. Evil Dead 2 is probably my favorite Halloween movie. Sometimes it's okay if no one cares too much about you. It means they probably don't mind about whatever you're doing. Yeah. Hello, Theta. Maybe draw the book and the pages is facing her, I guess. That's what I was trying to do. But it's a specific angle since it's kind of like it's a weird perspective shot. It's not a very good one, but hang on a sec. Like I want the book to be, I don't know, facing her like that. And then maybe she can have a dumb hand. And, I don't know, the book kind of like that. I'll figure it out. Oh, what's that? My potion requires the seed of a fairy. Well, I just so happen to have a fairy in a jar. Let's see. Watching scary movies with my best friend is funny because we both get jumpy, but it's fun. Exactly. I think horror movies, they're supposed to be scary, but I think they're supposed to be fun scary. That's the whole point of entertainment. Yeah. It's the same. The worst part after a horror movie is pee alone and nobody can help with that. Babe, I'll hold your hand too. I'll hold both you and Mina's hands while you're taking, like, a piss shit, okay? I'm the support role. Person, do whatever you think is best for you. If you need to go and do your work, then that's probably the best, because this is probably going to be archived anyway. I really don't want to do psych work. Oh. Well, if you do it now, it'll be over with later, right? If you're... Well, slap your bull with a... I mean... slap your cat with a bull. It'll give it what for. Hello, Cheese. Sorry, my favorite person right now is Cheese. What are all of you, normal people? No, I got literally the best dairy food ever on my side right now saying hi to me. I remember correctly, you have cats, right? What breed are they? I've been thinking about getting cats of my own. I have 8 cats. They're all from outside and we rescued them. If you can call it that. If anything, they're too cute to let go. We have a long-haired Siberian cat. We have 2 tuxedo cats. We have, I don't know what to call her, but a tiger-striped cat. We have a calico. We have a turtle shell. And 2 of those cats that are like, they're completely white, but their patches are striped. Um, 8 cats is a lot, but since we live in a house that, I'm not going to call it a big house, but it's definitely roomier, and just has a lot of secluded areas of the house where the cats just chill. So if you see a cat walk by, you'll be like, oh, you have 1 cat. And then you go into the living room and there's 2 that are just sleeping together, and you'll be like, oh, okay, more cats. It's not like a giant clutter, like you can't walk anywhere because there's a cat, you know? You have 6 dogs, 1 pit bull and 5 beagles. Beagles are my favorite dog. I am jealous. That was my first and only dog I've owned. He was a beagle and basset hound mix. Were there times where you had a challenging moment when taking care of 8 cats? Honestly, I'm not really the one who takes care of them because it wasn't my idea to have the cats. I love the cats to death, but my mom is the one who really takes care of them because it was her idea, and she didn't care if she had to take on those responsibilities. I'll feed them sometimes, clean their litter boxes sometimes, only if asked, but otherwise, my mom doesn't expect anybody in the house to take care of them but herself. Unless she's away, of course. Pretty daddy material. What a cute cat, Dad. My cats are assholes, except for one. Her name is Boogie or Booger. She's got a broken tail. I think she's got scoliosis for a cat, but she's really sweet. She only warmed up to me. And she doesn't meow, she snorts. The other ones, though, they just knock down shit and scream all night because they like to hear themselves. Beagles because my stepdad is a hunter and we've had pity Pipple since she was 2 months. Okay. I used to have two cats. They were siblings, and the female had a litter. When she was tired, she would take them to her brother, and he was the best uncle. Aw. Yes, my mom is pretty cool, I guess. I'm gonna be honest. I'm getting a little tired out. I think I do need to lie down because I can feel the epidural really, hitting my back. So, I'm gonna lay down, drink a lot of water, probably play solitaire, and, leave you dorks to your own devices. So, I hope you all have a good day. I hope you all had fun for what it was. It wasn't really a planned art stream because I only focused on one thing and didn't know what I would do afterward. So, yeah, just everyone have a good, productive day. All of you know that you stink. I declare all of you as stinky, smelly. All of you are saying, like, oh, love you, Nightly. And I'll be like, yeah, okay.